All right, this tale of the tape is brought to you by Ultimate Beastmaster, where tapping out isn't an option. February 24th, only on Netflix. Dustin Poirier turned 28 back on January 19th. Jim Miller still going strong at 33. Poirier is 1 inch taller, 155 pounds for Poirier, 154.5 for Jim Miller. Slight reach advantage for Dustin Poirier. All right, now for the official introductions inside the octagon to Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York for UFC 208 Home versus the Randomy, presented by Halo Wars 2, available February 21st on Xbox One and Windows 10. Get the unlimited edition and play 4 days early. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 28 wins, 8 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 154.5 pounds. Fighting out of Sparta, New Jersey, Jim Miller! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding professional record, 20 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Lafayette, Louisiana, presenting the number 10 ranked lightweight contender in the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Todd Anderson.
The veteran Todd Anderson, our referee for this one. Chrissy Blair is with us. Thank you, Chrissy. Just about ready to go here, and fans at home, stay ready on Twitter tonight. We will have voting polls throughout the pay-per-view main card at UFC if you are somehow not following already. All right, round 1 here, Dustin Poirier and Jim Miller. Poirier in blue, Miller is in black. Southpaw versus Southpaw here.
You know, Jim Miller has been in a lot of wars over the course of his career, and he can actually draw you into that firefight. Let's see how long Dustin can actually stick to what he's saying and trying to fight within himself a little bit. 2 good leg kicks at the start of the fight by Poirier.
Yeah, Jim Miller really does seem to thrive on wars and often finds himself in them, and with fighters that aren't ordinarily in wars. Right. It's his style of blood and guts fighting, and there's a beautiful right hook leg kick combination by Jim.
There are times when you watch Jim Miller strike and you think his entire life he's been a striker. But this guy did wrestle in college, you know, so it's like he's such an evolved fighter, you know, a long-time veteran of the sport.
Another beautiful leg kick by Poirier. Nice double jab there by Poirier as well.
Jim's done that a few times now. He's thrown that right hook up top and then went straight left to the body, which again is one of those things. It's an investment in later in the fight, hoping that the body damage actually takes a toll as the fight progresses.
And there's a strong leg kick by Miller as well. Poirier's got some long punches, DC.
Yeah, he does, and he throws them nice and straight. You know, you don't have many wasted actions when he's throwing his punches. He doesn't tend to loop them very often. They're all straight, and there you go. You see Miller with the takedown. Nice defense by Poirier.
Beautiful defense by Poirier, and a nice uppercut as well. Good body shots by Poirier. And he's got Miller pressed up against the cage here.
There you go by Miller, knees to the body. Now, one of the things you do when you're pushing the guy against the fences, you cannot give him that much real estate to knee. You cannot be square. You have to get a knee inside as it closes up that angle for him to actually get those knees off on you.
Woo! Good left uppercut and another right hand by Poirier.
Look at Miller answer though. Both of those guys are throwing leather now.
Halo Wars 2 available February 21st on Xbox One and Windows 10. Get the Ultimate Edition and play 4 days early. We have crossed the midpoint here of round 1. 5 of Poirier's last 6 fights have ended in round 1. He has finished 8 of his last 9 UFC wins.
Again with that combination. Hook to the right to the body. Or left to the body.
Counter left is there for Miller.
Nice combination into the body by Miller.
Nice jab by Poirier. Miller's now starting to pick up the pace a little bit.
Poirier just out of range with the right hand. Miller with the right hand counter.
Other than that one takedown attempt, there's a beautiful left hand over the top by Poirier. Other than that one takedown attempt by Miller, this is a stand-up brawl right now.
Yep, and both are throwing.
Poirier actually initially sought out to become a boxer when he realized he could get MMA training in his hometown. The rest is history. Catches the leg there and clips Miller with a right hand.
But then Miller takes him down. Beautiful job by Miller. Look the speed he took that back.
Gotta be careful here with Poirier.
But he is very strong. Very strong with the back mount. Black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And he's got some very good submission victories, especially the one against Charles Oliveira.
Over high-level guys.
Yeah.
Poirier needs to fight that top hand. He's got to fight that top hand. There you go. Now he turned back into Miller.
And we'll see if Poirier chooses to hang around on the ground. Looks like he will.
Miller very good off of his back as well. Submitted Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Fabricio Camoes from his back. There look at that Poirier with a beautiful combination.
Oh.
Miller returns. Oh, they're going after it here.
That's what we talked about. How long? How long could Dustin Poirier fight the urge? Him and Jim Miller to actually do that. How long?
Jim Miller creates brawls, man. He creates brawls.
This Corner Cam is brought to you by Halo Wars 2, available February 21st on Xbox One and Windows 10. Get the Ultimate Edition and play 4 days early.
What did he just yell at you, DC?
I wasn't paying attention, man, but I'm saying how long can he fight the urge to do that? Both of them.
I think he said I'm the king of Lafayette. I think that's what he just said.
I already gave it up. He just hasn't watched the fight yet. He said it again.
Yeah.
He's rubbing it in.
Let's take a look at it here. He's going to say it again. Look at this. Beautiful combination. I mean, they were going after it here. These guys, again, this is just absolutely what he said he wasn't going to do.
Yeah, exactly. And in here, he lands a good left hook on Miller, but Miller's standing there. Jim Miller is comfortable in here, as is Dustin Poirier.
Oh, Miller loves it. Poirier loves it, even though he said he wasn't going to do it.
And it's fun for us to watch.
You couldn't find a single interview of Dustin Poirier during fight week in which he didn't say the words defensively responsible. Throwing caution to the wind there late in round 1. Here is round 2 now with Poirier in blue, Jim Miller in black.
Well, he didn't get clipped or dropped, so it wasn't too irresponsible.
There you go.
I'm trying to look at the bright side.
I hear you.
It was a very close round. That first round was a very close round.
Yeah, it certainly was. I think if I had to look at it objectively, Poirier might have landed the harder shots. There's a big red mark on the left knee of Jim Miller. And you see there, Poirier with 22 headshots to Miller's 13.
We call that mat burn, Joe.
Oh, beautiful kick there.
That big burn on his leg is from when he got that low single shot and he had to drive into Dustin on his knees. Good straight left hand by Poirier.
He tore it up with that.
Ooh, nice counter right hand. Nice counter left by Miller.
Yeah, Miller's starting to find his range here early round 2. Miller's hands look quick tonight on that counter. Poirier
Nice
lands to
counter
the
right
body.
there by Miller. Oh, beautiful leg kick again. And Poirier tried immediately to counter, like you said, to bring it back. Straight left.
They're back at it.
Miller's wobbly. He's wobbly. And he grabs a single.
Defensive shot by Miller. Watch the guillotine choke by Poirier. Look at him.
Oh, he's got the neck.
Yep.
Oh, big
Nice.
right hand by Poirier.
Big shot.
And Miller trying to return with that knee.
Dustin's trying to get some space to get the shots off. Miller's trying to keep him close. You see the little angles. He hits him, then he steps back a little bit. Miller needs to slow him down.
Poirier splits the guard with that straight right.
And Miller lands a left hand over the top there, but Poirier with a beautiful right jab and then a nice short right hook.
Another straight right hand. Body shot would be good here. Both of these guys, they're anticipating headshots now.
That's a very good point. Very good point there, DC.
They're headhunting.
Oh, man, Poirier pouring it on. Oh, that was a hard right hook. And Miller comes back with one of his own.
Wow, what action here, round 2.
This is the fight. Look at the angle.
Oh,
You see the
beautiful
little
left
step
hand
back
there by Poirier. Oh,
Jim's got to get his back off the mat.
right
Nice
left
body
by
shot.
Poirier.
These guys are chasing bonus money tonight.
Poirier clearly landing the harder and more damaging shots in this round. But Jim Miller hanging in there.
Yes, he is. Very, very tough. The issue is when you're only reacting, it's a problem. You have to be able to take control again if you're going to find success. You cannot just react to your opponent.
Good kick to the body there by Miller. Oh, beautiful right and the left.
Hey, watch yourself. Hey, chop. Hey, chop. Dustin, knees. Get a hold of him. Yes, feet. Get a hold of him.
Look at that feint.
Oh, nasty left hand by Poirier. And Miller looking for that shot.
Poirier's doing it. Oh, there were those elbows. Poirier's doing a really good job of defending takedowns.
Yep, fighting very instinctively tonight. Under 90 seconds now to go round 2. Seen a couple desperation shots from Jim Miller after he got stung. Miller is wearing it here midway through this one.
This is a big, big round so far for Dustin Poirier.
Poirier going to take
looking
down
for
now.
the takedown. He's going to get it.
Yep. I think Jim's tired. The accumulation of the damage that he's taken. Good takedown by Dustin.
Most certainly, but look at what Jim is setting up here. He just doesn't have it in the tank.
1 minute to go. Let's get our head free. Hands on the chest.
But Dustin takes him down right in front of his corner. Mike Brown telling him instructions.
He's letting him up.
Miller's face is busted open.
You like that decision by Poirier to let him up?
I think it's a great idea because he was doing so well on the feet.
It's just danger, too, in being on top of Jim Miller there.
Yes. And Miller certainly looks like he's slowing down. There's a nice combination again by Poirier. He's throwing lead.
He is swinging.
And that look was almost as if to say, what is it going to take to make this guy go
Another
unconscious?
good kick to the body by Jim Miller. Jim Miller's having some good success.
Yeah, he is.
Getting under that
He's
right
managed to
arm. And there's a nice knee to the body. Man, Miller's not out of this.
No.
Incredibly so. And nods at Poirier.
These are two tough men.
Let's take a look here. Poirier with the left hand. And you see Miller stumble a little bit there against the cage. There's another left hand and a right behind it. And that one wobbled him a bit. And look at that beautiful head movement there and a right-left combination. Another right behind it. Poirier looking sharp in the second round. Look at that.
Let's wrestle. Oh my goodness.
Jim Miller has
66 shots to the head.
And it's not like he's throwing paw and jabs at his head. He's throwing full power at Jim Miller. And Jim Miller's taking these. And not only is he taking these shots,
the rhythm.
he's actually
In front of
returning.
him, let him dictate. Keep moving. Reset. If you're standing in front of her, you reset. Dictate the rhythm. When you finish it with leg kicks,
Hey, buddy. Dustin, don't force anything. 5 minutes. Pick him apart. 5 minutes. Hey, beat him to your distance. Hey, beat him to your distance.
UFC 208 is presented in high definition by the hilarious new comedy Fist Fight, starring Ice Cube and Charlie Day in theaters February 17th. Dustin Poirier, relatively new father. You see the tattoo Parker Noel for his daughter.
You ready?
On the right side there. Here we go. Third and final round. What a fight so far. Dustin Poirier, Jim Miller.
Jim's corner told him, you dictate the pace. Stop allowing him to dictate.
And he landed a nice, clean left hand there, but obviously that's easier said than done.
Yes.
Because Dustin Poirier is getting off with some tremendous. Oh, he nailed him with a nice right hand there as well. Jim Miller, he's about as durable as it gets.
Yeah.
13 UFC bonuses between these two fighters coming in.
Nice leg kick there by Miller, and he attacks it again.
He's kicking that low, below the thigh.
Yeah.
He's hitting him on the back of the leg.
And Poirier looks like he's hiding a limp there.
It doesn't take many of those.
He's hurting.
Yeah.
He's hurting bad.
He's going to have to switch his stance. He's going to have to switch his stance.
Yeah, he's trying to get it out of there now.
Yep.
And Jim is very and he's taking a lot of the steam off of his punches too. He can't push off that right leg anymore.
Well, he's worried about the kicks. Look at that, he's worried about the kick. It's hard for him to get his offense off because he's so afraid of the kick. And a left hand by Jim Miller.
So it figures to be hard on Poirier to plan on that lead leg going forward.
Nice jab there by Poirier. You hear Poirier, they're screaming at his leg.
Look at that. Look at the swelling on that leg. Look at the swelling on it.
He's limping bad. He switched stances. Oh, and he attacks the other one. Whoa. Boy, he's swinging now.
Yes.
There's a lot of time in this round as well. And again, he attacks it.
Smart by Poirier to go get a takedown. Yep.
Very nice. But he's got to be careful here off of his back. Jim Miller is very dangerous. He goes to rubber guard here. He's trapped the right arm. Let's see if he can get something off here.
Touch that ear.
He's got to really pull down on that leg because Dustin Poirier is going to pop his head out the back if he doesn't.
Miller, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt dating to July of 2010.
Very key for Poirier not to allow this right hand to stay on the ground too much. That's when guys attack. As wrestlers, we tend to put our hands on each side of the body. You cannot have your hand on the ground with a guy that's very good at grappling.
Exactly, especially off the back. That's the one thing that people look to control. When the hands are on the mat, your arm is in jeopardy. You can trap it with the legs. And Jim Miller looking to attack the neck now here. He's holding on to the neck. Poirier has been submitted before. Of course, the Korean Zombie caught him with a Darce choke, which is Poirier's specialty.
Right, yeah.
And Jim Miller looking to set up a triangle here again, going with the rubber guard, but he's not pulling down with the right leg, or the right arm rather this time. He's got the left leg strong on the back of the neck, and now nothing.
But clearly Poirier, guys, running some clock here after the damage sustained to that leg.
This is a much better position for him than on the feet because he took 2-3 more of those kicks, maybe, and he may not be able to stand at all.
Yeah, if you were in Miller's corner, I mean, it's a toss-up here. Do you try to keep attacking off your back, or do you try to get back up to your feet and chop at that leg?
Right. I think you have to be trying to get back to your feet. Give yourself a shot.
Yeah, because it seems like Poirier is doing a real good job at defending, and now Miller recognizes there's only a minute and 30 to go. He's going to try to get back up to his feet.
Yep.
But Poirier is on his back here. He's going to slip off high. Yep, he's screwed up. And a lot of that could be about his legs not functioning properly.
Jim needs to create space here, though. This is not, he doesn't have to be here. He doesn't need to be here. He needs to create space to get back on those kicks. Poirier needs to be okay with this. He needs to be okay with keeping him close.
Well, what's also interesting, if that knee is that damaged, how well is he going to be at defending against takedowns?
Yeah.
I mean, how damaged is that leg?
No, he can defend takedowns. I just don't think he can take many more of those.
Look at this. Oh, man. He made a big mistake there trying to hop over the top. And again, right arm to the mat, pulls up on his left, but it's just his head's pressed up against the cage. Not a lot of room for Miller to move.
Coming up on 30 seconds to decide this one.
Oh, he's got a Kimura.
Kimura tip by Miller.
Very hard to do off your back, especially when you're tired. Especially when you don't have full guard.
Poirier's going to cover it. You see that? He's trying to cover it with his left leg. Now there's not much danger.
Well, now Jim's in a better position. Now he throws that left leg over.
The leg goes over the top.
Yeah, it's a better position now. Now he's got control.
Oh, slipped out.
Poirier on top.
What a fight turned in by these two lightweights.
Great fight.
Great audible by Dustin Poirier to go to the wrestling there.
Yes. So Poirier and Jim Miller go the distance. to kick off the pay-per-view main card tonight in Brooklyn.
Poirier gets up and he is limping.
This fight replay is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
And here you see Poirier with a right and a left and a right again, and there's a left. The straight left by Miller. I mean, this is the wild brawl at the end of the first round.
Everything he said he wouldn't do, he did. Right there, you see him fade back, come back with the straight right hand, and these are the kicks by Jim Miller.
Yeah, the low leg kicks really were damaging that leg. And this is the time where he caught that kick, wound up getting him to the ground, and that was a huge, huge factor in that fight because he's not even standing up now. And Jim, looking at that now, has got to be thinking, man, I should have probably concentrated on doing everything I could to try to stand up. He might have a broken leg.
Yeah, he had to actually get that takedown. That was the only way to get through the rest of the fight, was to actually turn it into a grappling match. If he'd have been on his feet anymore, Miller land 1, 2 more of those leg kicks, he may not have been able to continue.
And that's got to be messing with Miller now, knowing that.
Well, because he spent so much time attacking submissions instead of trying to get back up
to his feet, which he might have been able to do much more than he thought, because he really didn't try too hard to get back up to his feet.
I think it's okay, please.
I mean, his right shin is massively swollen. It is a huge, huge bulge.
Yep. Both of those guys were kicking low. There's a lot of benefit to kicking below the knee, but it only takes one to get checked and you can mess yourself up. So, you know, Miller did a lot of damage with those kicks himself, but Dustin Poirier may have gotten a couple of his kicks checked, and he started to hurt his own leg, you know, so he's going to be sore tomorrow, I'll tell you that much.
And you might have heard Poirier say to his chief corner, Mike Brown, I'm taking some time off. Poirier certainly has earned it, fought 3 times in 2016, making his first appearance of the new year here tonight. Outstanding way to kick off the main card, Jim Miller and Dustin Poirier. Poirier unable to get Miller out of there, certainly not for any lack of effort. Dustin Poirier in some obvious pain here as we await the official decision. 17th UFC appearance for Dustin Poirier, debuted back on New Year's Day 2011 at UFC 125. The official decision is brought to you by Metro PCS. Get a fast nationwide 4G LTE network for only $30 period, wireless figured out. Now for the official decision, Bruce Buffer.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for decision. Eric Cohen scores the contest 28-28. Chris Lee scores the contest 30-27, Poirier. And Derek Cleary scores the contest 29-28 for the winner by majority decision, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
I'm here with the winner, Dustin Poirier. Dustin, you got a nasty swelling on that right shin. Tell us what you think is going on with it.
I'm not sure, man. I hope the bone's not broken. I didn't hear anything snap, but it felt wobbly a couple times in that last round, so I had to start wrestling. My game plan was to tear his lead leg up, but somebody must have got the memo.
Well, you made an excellent adjustment in that 3rd round when your leg was wobbling. You managed to take him down and control him and did a great job of managing that position. You came into this fight off of the Michael Johnson fight, and one of the things that you were saying was that you were going to be defensively responsible, and you immediately got in a crazy brawl.
Yeah, after that first round, I went back to the corner. They told me, what are we doing? I said, we're fighting. He said, we're brawling. So I tried to adjust, but man, I like to fight, Joe. This guy, I felt like I had the timing on him. I thought I had him hurt a couple times. The guy's tough to put away because I hit him with some shots that would have put some guys away. But that's Jim Miller, man. He's a blue-collar guy, a tough worker, always relevant, and everybody knows a win over him is a serious win.
It is a serious win, and you did hit him with some tremendous shots. Now, hopefully your right shin is okay, but this was an excellent performance. Are you happy with the performance other than this?
Yeah, I wanted to finish. I didn't want to go to decision, but coming out here and getting my hand raised off of a loss was all that mattered to me. I want to get home tomorrow to my beautiful baby daughter. I miss her already, man. She's only 6 months old, but she's my world, you know, and everything I do is for her.
Well, I hope your leg is okay. Thank you very much for an amazing fight, and congratulations. Dustin Poirier, ladies and gentlemen.